Hello, viewer. I must say thank you so much for staying with us till this hour. And in case you're just joining us, it's Good Morning Cross River on CRBC Television. At this hour, I would like us to all know that every 28th day of May, it's World Menstrual Day. And when you talk about menstrual, everybody turn up to look at the women, the girl out there. And to dwell on this, I have Miss Terry Uje. She is the principal of Brotherhood Model College. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are all on white.
Yeah.
So talking about World Menstrual Day, how is it like to you?
Like in quotes, I would say celebrating the strengths of women, because that's to show that how strong we are. That's the sign of creativity, productivity, because we are built, we were created to bring forth life.
Okay.
So World Menstrual Hygiene Day is very important and it should be celebrated. Every girl child, even if you have not gotten there yet, you have not reached the age to see menstruation yet, you definitely get there. That's what makes us unique. So even if the opposite gender try to work on their body to become a woman, that's what stands out. That you cannot be 100% a woman because you are not seeing your menstruation.
Okay, so what is menstruation to you?
Menstruation is, let's say, a flow of blood from a vagina of a woman.
At every 28 days in
a month. Not like every 28. And you see, celebrating World Menstrual Hygiene Day on the 5th, in the 5th month, on the 28th, is unique. Because you find out that the cycle of a woman is 28 days. And menstruation is 5 days. So if you count, May is the 5th month.
But I know they have a short menses and longer menses.
Yeah.
Some people
so we are looking at.
We are not talking like women here.
Yeah, we are now looking at the max.
Okay.
We are not looking at the max.
So what is expected when you talk about menstrual hygiene here? What is expected of women out there or girls out there to know?
You have to take care of yourself, because what is essential, like I would tell every girl I meet or every female I meet, we are open. When I say we are open, in the sense that when a male go to pee, stand up, but women will squat. So, and that is a direct entrance into our body, our system. So you have to take care of your private parts very, very well, especially during menstruation, because that's the most time people get infected with different sickness, because there are amount of hours your pad is supposed to
be changed.
Yeah, be changed. So most of even the adults are not aware of it.
I've seen some persons who complain that at some point in a month their menses flow higher than usual.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that before?
Definitely, I have.
What is usually the cause for viewer watching us?
Now,
to you, what is usually the cause?
I am not a medical doctor.
Personnel.
Yeah, but I would say, as a woman, I experience that. Sometimes I think it's hormonal imbalance that causes it. On a normal day. So definitely there are some women that are built to have a very strong, heavy flow, and there are some that have just normal flow.
But it's not something one should be afraid of.
No.
Okay.
But if you are at a point, yes, because definitely if you are not that kind of a person that will have a heavy flow. You understand?
But I think stress causes that too. From research,
and then
stress causes that.
Stress
too.
also is derived from hormonal imbalance. So if your hormones is not balanced as a woman, you go through a lot. There is a lot of things that happen to you.
So how do we keep the hygiene? Let's educate some viewers out there watching us right now.
As a woman, especially now we are talking about menstrual hygiene. As a woman, your pad, you have, sorry, but I think I have to say, you have your sanitary pad. For every time you go to ease yourself and you remove your undies, the pad is exposed, the breeze go out with bacteria, goes out with virus.
You have to change.
So you have to change.
But I see some women who go on with tissue paper.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
It's not, because the tissue, when you menstruate, is a flow. The tissue gets soaked. sometimes it tends to go in. It goes in. So it's not even safe at all for you to even use tissue. Sanitary pad. Now, let's take us back to our grandmothers. They use cloths. Cloths is, for me, cloth is even safer than tissue. Those wrapper before they started manufacturing sanitary pad, it's even safer than tissue.
Okay, like we're celebrating World Children's Day today. We're talking about our kids in school, May 27. When it comes to menstrual hygiene, if you're meant to educate them, what will you say? Maybe a girl child listening to you now, a young girl growing up, what would you advise?
I tell her to be very careful, to take her menstrual hygiene very serious, because if she gets infected, her private part, especially when we say her vagina, it leads to her womb. So when you get infected, it's not only infecting that area, you have a risk of your womb being damaged from infection.
When you talk about being infected, what do you mean?
Now, for example, as a young girl coming up, especially those in secondary school, going to the toilet to ease yourself, you should know that wherever, even though the economy seems to be hard, but prevention is better than cure. So instead of you waiting to get infected, to go to the hospital to be treated, it's better.
But toilets don't give infection unless the toilet is dirty.
Toilets give infection.
When it's dirty.
Even when it's clean. No, even
anyway, I think that should be a topic for
another
day. Just like you said, you are not a medical doctor.
Yeah, it is because sometimes you think a surface is clean. We look at it with our eyes and say this place is clean. If there is a window and there is breeze blowing, we have airborne disease. We have viruses that flow in the air. Once there is a window and the place is open, there is a tiny particle of bacteria seated there. So yes, even if it's clean, so as a lady or a girl going to a toilet and you see the place look very neat and it's clean,
but you always watch
yourself. You don't use toilet paper to, no matter how the toilet seat looks clean, you wipe it.
Okay, so Principal Brotherhood Models College, do you have any celebration for tomorrow, 28th of May, as it concerns Menstrual Hygiene Day?
Definitely.
Okay, what are we expecting from you? We are not advertising your college here, but what are we expecting from you?
Tomorrow we are celebrating World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Like, we started doing publicity, and I let the children know we are celebrating, especially the girls' children. We let them know that we are celebrating their strengths. And we also invite the male students to let them know menstruation is not sickness. Menstruation is a normal thing that happens to a female. So yes, we are going to be celebrating, and we are inviting other schools where we'll be doing pad a girl child, giving a girl child a pad.
Is it a yearly thing or is just for
yearly.
Tomorrow? Okay. So what do you stand in gaining?
Just the safety of our sisters. Because I have a son. My son might marry a girl tomorrow that I'm saving today. Might be my daughter-in-law tomorrow, or be my sister-in-law tomorrow. So we are just helping humanity.
Okay, like I said before, the children are celebrating today. On a day like this, if you're meant to send a message to parents out there as it concerns World Children's Day celebration, talking about 27th May 2025, what will you say?
Parents, let your kids be your friend. Because when they are your friend, they are never afraid to express themselves. Let them be open to be able to tell you their challenges, to be able to tell you their fears, to be able to tell you their disappointments, to be able, let them just be
your friend.
Be their friend, let them be vulnerable. And it's also, in being the friend, you have to be friend. There should be boundaries that they cannot cross.
When do you mean boundaries? When you say one should be your friend, open up to your parents.
Yeah, but then you don't have to open up, like if they are too friendly with you.
They become disrespectful.
Exactly. So there should be a limit. When I'm not supposed to use boundaries, but there should be a limit to the friendship. Okay. They need to know that you are the parents, they are the child.
And for a girl child, what's your message across on a day like this?
Be proud of yourself. It's a woman word. We create, we multiply. God give us the power. They say what a man can do, a woman can do. or I will say what a woman can do, a man cannot do.
But don't forget that a man is the head of the family,
Exactly.
and the woman is the neck that controls the head.
Thank you. You said it all.
Okay, I think we have to leave it here for today. Like I